your hands together for the very funny Bryan Jackson. What's up, y'all?
Great.
Good. Great. I'm great too. So, I know what you're all probably thinking. Here's another late 20s, early 30s, we don't know, we don't care, white guy doing comedy, right? Like this never happens, right? But you know, it's a little tough for white guys doing comedy in particular. There's a lot of things we can't really talk about without getting the old, finger wag from society. We can't really talk about black people, brown people, Mexicans, Asians, Blasians. Can't really talk about Jewish people, Muslims, women, feminists, female Jewish feminists. The distinction is important there. Can't really talk about gay people, transgender, homosexual, sapiosexual. Can't really talk about female Gaysian drivers who adopt black babies. So I'm not gonna. But I just want you to know it's a little tricky out there. There's a lot of things you gotta avoid. So I don't know if you all heard about the latest conspiracy by the government to sap the hearts, minds, bodies, and souls of the millennials. A little app called Pokemon Go. So this app is totally fucking dangerous. I don't recommend you play it if you value meaningful social interaction, living a productive life. People are walking off of cliffs playing this game. They're getting shot. Oh, if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is a game it's called augmented reality. It uses your GPS to catch little monsters around town by throwing balls in their face. So you catch them with your balls. So that's what Pokemon is if you're not a millennial. And, I was playing it the other day, right? And, you'll find yourself in weird places at weird hours. So I was cruising in Santa Monica. It was about 2 in the morning. My emergency's on. I got my phone out, like I'm about to do a little selfie drive-by. You hold your phone up to catch them, by the way. And I see this really rare one chilling on a bench, sitting next to a bum talking to himself. So I get real excited. I pull over, I hop out, I get my phone out, and I point it at this little fucker because he's ruining my life. I'm gonna get him, right? And I realize that the bum is in fact not talking to himself. He's talking to the fucking Pokemon. And I look around because I'm stupefied by this, and I see a dozen other cars pulled over on the side of the road, 2 in the morning, meandering around the park, looking for these fucking imaginary monsters so they can throw their balls at them. And that's when it occurred to me that this is actually a government conspiracy perpetuated by the Republicans to distract the millennials so we forget to vote for Hillary. So, get out there and vote, people. It's very, very important to do that. Had kind of a rough week, actually. My girlfriend, first I lost a job. It sucked. Girlfriend got deported back to Canada. I'm sure I could have married her, but I didn't really feel like it. My 20-year-old brother told me he's dating a 36-year-old woman who was born with a penis. He said it very casually too, we're talking on the phone, he's like, yeah, I'm dating this new woman, I'm helping her work on her house, she's really great, she was born with a dick, and she makes a great pot roast. And I was like, did that just happen? Like, he hasn't come out before, this is like new information, right? And I'm like, does she still have it? He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, Okay, cool. Cool. So what does this mean? Are you like experimenting? Are you trying to figure it out? Are you like, are you dabbling? And he's like, yeah, I'm dabbling with dicks. I was like, all right, bro. You do you, man. I love you still. Of course, my mother has no idea about this. The holiday should be really fun this year. Let's see, what the hell else am I talking about? I was pretty nerdy in high school. Actually, there's a little follow-up to that last joke. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it together here. About the girl, I wasn't too broken up about the girl. Through talking with her after we stopped having sex, I realized that we didn't have a lot in common. She was into things like, normal things, like horses and flambe. And that's when it occurred to me that I love stupid shit. And in high school, I was a huge nerd. Like, Game of Thrones is just the tip of the fucking iceberg, okay? I am the nerdiest of the nerd. And back in high school, let me first say, the difference between regular people and nerds is that regular people have life goals. Nerds have quests. Fuck yeah. And I had such a quest at the tender age of 17. It was to have consensual sex with the hottest girl in school and play Magic the Gathering in the same day. And I set out on this quest, not just for me, but for every kid that ever cracked a comic book or sat in his mom's basement, handing a bucket of chicken, because that's the only breast he was ever going to be able to feel. I was doing it for them. And I did it. I lasted a whole 32 seconds, which was a world fucking record at that point. And I accomplished that quest. And then I went to my nerdy friends, and I said, guys, I did it. I did it. And I got a little blowback from it. They were really not as impressed as I thought they would be. And I was like, guys, this is my gift. I beat the game of life for a day, for all of us. And they just wanted to, play Magic and ask what level I was. And that's when it occurred to me that if you're seeking the approval of nerds, you can't be real. Can't be a real thing. I'm very fascinated by people and how we evolved and how we became to be how we are. For example, did you know that they think that people evolved to walk on two legs to carry food? Mankind evolved to walk on two legs to carry food back to the living area, the cave, if you will, and trade it for sex. And that is what prompted us to walk upright. They think women evolved to walk on two legs so that they could run away from men when they didn't like the offer, but that's why they think we walk on two legs now. So how do you think this transaction went down? Like, caveman captures a little bunny, finds cave woman, walks up to her, bunny in hand, and gives her, like a little cave woman, translation of that is, hey babe, you want a bunny and chill? And cave woman, of course, responds, and she is delighted by the furry little creature, and the bunny's cute too. So cave woman maybe gives a little, So caveman gets really excited, as we tend to do, and, sort of jumps the gun a little bit, rips the bunny's head off, gives her one good, Translation, let's eat it and fuck. Cave woman is mortified by this. She picks up a rock, throws it at the caveman, knocks him out cold. Ha! Translation, I'm vegan. But my other husband husband will eat that. Scoops it up, runs away. As you can see, not much has changed. Thanks, guys. That's all I got.